Hello all and welcome to a very special Sunday video. It's my thoughts and my reaction on the Xbox game showcase on 6/11/23 and the Starfield Direct. So here we go, shall we? We'll get to the Starfield as the last bit. But here are the games that we talked about at the game showcase. First one was Fable, an Xbox game studio. I can't wait to actually play this. I enjoyed the first three Fable games. I hope this one's just as good. I will look for this possibly 2024 or 2025. There was no date given, so it could be as far out as 2025, as there was no gameplay in the trailer. It was just cinematic trailer footage. And then we had South of Midnight, which seemed to be an indie kind of vibe, but was a Microsoft Studios game. But it looks halfway decent. So, and it's coming on Game Pass, so you know I'll pick it up and at least try it out. Then Ubisoft showed off their Star Wars single-player game, which was Star Wars Outlaws. And then a fun little MOBA kind of thing, Rogue MOBA, came out, and it was 33 Immortals. That was the name of that one. That looks fun. That looks okay. And it looked alright. Then we have Payday 3. Not a big Payday fan, so I'm sure it's going to be like Payday 1 and 2. So if you're a Payday fan, that's going to be for you. But then we had Persona 3 Reload. Cannot wait to play this. I'm sure it's going to be on PlayStation as well. And might even be on Switch, considering it's a Persona game. And they usually go multi-platform. And then a Microsoft Studio game known as Avowed was shown off. And that looked really, really interesting to me. It looks like a game that I might want to actually try, and I'm kind of piqued my interest a little bit. Then we had Sea of Thieves, The Legend of Monkey Island DLC, which if you're a Sea of Thieves fan, great for you. I'm a Monkey Island fan. I'm not going to play this because I'm not a big Sea of Thieves fan. I don't like anything that is too much of a online play with people kind of thing. Not my kind of thing, and I feel like I'm too far beyond the boat, as they say. Then we had Flight Simulator 2024 shown off, as well as Flight Simulator 2023 getting a Dune pack with an ornithopter. Not a big Flight Simulator fan, but I know people that are, and this is their bag, and I'm glad it's out for them, and it's on Game Pass, as it should be. Great good stuff going on there. Then we had Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga. This looks really good. It wants me to play it leads me to play Hellblade 1 before Hellblade 2 comes out in 2024. So we're still a ways away on that one, but it looked really good. I hope it lives up to the hype. Then we had Yakuza Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Okay, I'm ready. This was just a cinematic trailer. There was no gameplay footage shown. There was just a title and a cinematic trailer. But I am so on board for this. I am so ready for this. I want more. Give me more Yakuza any day of the week. Then we had Fallout 76 Atlantic City DLC shown off. I think the Fallout 76 boat has sailed for me, and for a lot of people, I think they should abandon Fallout 76 and work on Fallout 6, or Fallout 5 in this case. Yeah, Fallout 5. Path of the Goddess was the next game on the list. It looked indie, but it looked really kind of good, really kind of deep, and it looks like it might be a game that may cause me to at least check it out, because it did say it was coming to Game Pass. So, there you go with that one. Then they showed off some Forza Motorsport stuff. New cars coming to Forza Motorsport. Easy for me to say. In 2023, when the game comes out. Then they showed off new DLC coming out later in July, and that is Elder Scroll Online, ESO otherwise known, Necrom. This was okay. This was, since I don't play ESO, it didn't float my boat, but if you're an ESO fan, I hope this excites you, as well as the next game, Overwatch 2. For those that are fans of Overwatch, I hope this excites you, but I am not. I could give two shits whether a MOBA or a run and gun PvP game comes out. I don't really care at all, period. But they got me with this next game. They got me. And that is Persona 5 Tactica. It is coming to the PS5. I am going to get it for my PlayStation. I will play it when it comes to Game Pass, as I'm sure it will. And it is going to be a good jaunt. Then they showed the Starfield date, which is September 6th of this year, 2023. We'll talk about Starfield more in a minute. Then they showed an indie game called Jacent. At least that's what the calligraphy writing looked like. It was Jacent. The art style has me intrigued. The gameplay, maybe it could be a platformer. I don't know. But at least it has me intrigued. This next one was a indie game, and it still wakes the deep. Cannot wait for that one to go down and enjoy that. And then they showed Dungeons of Hinterberg indie game that looked halfway decent. I don't know if it's for me. And then they showed DLC for Cyberpunk 2077 called Phantom Liberty, with Idris Elba playing a role, and of course Keanu Reeves reprising his role. Does anybody know if they've actually fixed Cyberpunk 2077? Because I'd like to play it. I'm going to have to look that up, and we might have to do a review once it's done. Because I've been dying to play it, but I know that it's kind of broken, or it was kind of broken, so I hope it's fixed, and I hope it's safe. But it's a lot of space on the storage device, because it's over 100 gigabytes, I know, for the PlayStation file. So that's a problem in and of itself. Then they showed what I thought was a new SimCity game, but it's actually City Skylines 2. It must be a SimCity clone. If you like that kind of thing, it's your bag. I'm happy for you, but I kind of moved past the city simulators once SimCity went by the way of Fat Sam. And then they showed the next game that the Persona Studio is working on. It is Metaphor ReFantazio. And boy, does that look good. Boy, does that look like my bag. And it's going to be enjoyable, in my opinion. Then they showed Towerborn. It didn't have me one way or the other. I was kind of indifferent about it, would be the best way I could put it. And then, this is a game that I thought was a BioShock game, but it's actually a game called Clockwork Revolution. And I actually am highly intrigued to play this. And then, of course, to round out the presentation before they got the Starfield Direct, They showed off the Series X Black 1 terabyte coming out the 1st of September. So those that want that can have that. I have my Series X. I have 2 terabytes. So there you go. You know I won't be grabbing one of them, but I'm happy for you. Now let's get on to the Starfield Direct. They showed a lot of gameplay footage. They had a lot of the developers talk about how to craft it. They kind of showed off the character creation. They kind of showed off a bunch of things. Todd Howard even showed up. Yay, Todd. Not a big fan of Todd. Used to be a big fan of Todd. Then Todd started lying. And let's face it. Am I excited for Starfield? Yes. Do I think it's going to be a cross between Elder Scrolls and Fallout in space? Of course I do. Of course I do. Do I think it's going to be a buggy, hot mess? Probably. Honestly, probably it will. Probably it will be a buggy, hot mess of a game. Will I still enjoy it? Will I still play it? Probably, because it's already downloaded or pre-installed on my system, because it's coming to Game Pass day and date. So I don't have to pay anything more than my Game Pass subscription. So I am there for that one. Let's just say that, for instance. Am I excited for it? Yeah, but like Final Fantasy 16, like AEW Fight Forever, like Spider-Man 2, you don't have to show me anymore. Just get the game in my hands. I don't want to see more. I don't need to see anything. I don't know hardly anything about Final Fantasy 16. I don't want to know anything about Spider-Man 2. I don't want to know anything about AEW Fight Forever. I just want to experience these games and give my full and honest opinion to you, my the watchers of my channel, the subscribers of my channel, to use YouTube lingo, and form my own opinion based on what I played. A lot of times in game media, you can get real hype for a game, and then it goes Cyberpunk 2077. What was that? I can't think. No Man's Sky. And I don't want anybody, Fallout 76, and I don't want anybody saying, well, they fixed it now, so it's better. It's the game it intended to be. You get one chance to make a first impression. You can't screw it up, and oftentimes games do. They hype it up, and sometimes they screw it up. Sometimes they hit home runs, but sometimes they are a fart in church. Well, let's be honest. But what's my overall thoughts on the Xbox Showcase? I think, like PlayStation, for me it's a B. They showed some good things that I was interested in, and they showed me some things that I am not interested in and could care less about. But as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to Fable, when it comes to Starfield, when it comes to Obsidian's game, I think that's Avowed actually, those games have to hit the mark. Xbox has had way too many swings and misses or stumbles out of the gate. Way more than PlayStation, way more than Nintendo, and they got to hit the mark and hit a home run in 2023, 2024, or they could be looking up at a terrible situation. Am I still excited for Xbox games? Starfield, yes. Hellblade's Senua's Saga, yes. Avowed, yes. Fable, yes. There's games that they tick the box. But do I think they could Redfall it? Or Halo Infinite? Yes, I do. Because they have recently had that track record of doing so, especially with Starfield. I could see Starfield being an excellent game. And I can see Starfield being Fallout 76. Which, when it came out, when it was played, was an awful game. I don't care about how it is now. You don't get me to come back once you've ruined your first impression. Sorry, I'm not coming back, period, point blank. Look, that's how that is. They ruined that. I even traded my copy in because I was like, I'm done. Same thing with Marvel's Avengers. Like, it's not just Bethesda. If a game studio hits the mark, they hit the mark. If they miss the mark, they miss the mark. Let me tell you. And I am a firm believer in what Shigeru Miyamoto said, and that is, a delayed game is a disappointment for a little while, to paraphrase, but a bad game is a disappointment forever. But with that said, now you know my thoughts on the Xbox Game Showcase and on the Starfield Direct. So I will see. You'll get another video tomorrow, the Season 1, Season 2, Episode 1, premiere episode review of Star Trek Strange New Worlds is coming at you tomorrow. So be ready for that. But until next time, you know I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, happy watching, happy gaming. I'll see you again soon. And peace.